The footy Lord giveth, and the footy Lord taketh. Just like that, season 2024 for the Pies is over. Let's talk about it. So, with this round's results not going the way that we needed them to, um, the season is all but over. And I say all but over because mathematically we can still make it. It's not going to happen. There needs to be a 200-point turnaround. Jesus Christ. We have to beat Melbourne by 100 points, and the Saints have to beat the Blues by 100 points, which is just insane to think about. I cannot remember the last time we had a 100-point win. But again, it's still mathematically possible, so I'm not saying it's over. It's all but over. But you know she's all done. Um, oh, man. It's, it's a really weird feeling. I'm very flat. I'm, uh, God, yeah, it sucks. Like to put it really bluntly, it sucks. It's a shit feeling. Um, but this season has been just it's just been a roller coaster season, especially for us. You know, playing the Lions and winning by a point, I did feel like, and I even said it in the match review, that our DNA was back. Like it felt like the 2022-2023 Magpies, and it felt good. But I also said there was a little too late. Um, and a few weeks ago, I said when you have to start relying on teams to win or lose, you have to start once math is involved. Um, you haven't done enough. And lo and behold, if we do beat Melbourne, um, we finish on 52 points, just outside the eight. I think we'll finish ninth or something, um, which isn't a good return for a premiership defense, and it's yeah, it's a pretty poor season. At the moment, I'm pretty reluctant to go in too hard on the team, on the coaching, on the boys, because we've still got one more game to go, and we'll dissect this properly when the season ends and go through all the games and all that sort of stuff. But my raw emotions, tell me that when you start a season 0-3, when you come off a bye 0-4, that's 7 losses right there at the start of your season and at the halfway point of your season. We, you know, there was a couple of things that didn't go our way, and football is all about luck. Oh no, sorry, not all about luck. That's a falsity. You need luck. It's not all about luck, but you do need some luck. Ball bounces one way. We know this story. It's a tale as old as time when it comes to football. A ball gets thrown to Nick Dacos instead of an umpire. An Anzac Day draw. Um, Not holding on to leads in the fourth quarter. Losing to teams that we probably shouldn't lose to. Um, those things really hurt you in the end of it. Like, these results this round, and even Collingwood's win this round, makes that Sydney loss hurt even more. Like, it hurts. It's probably one of the worst losses this season, just because of what we needed it to be and what we had it as, and then losing it. I've titled this video "Would have, could have, should have, didn't," because we would have won, we could have won, we should have won, we didn't win, and I think that sums up our season perfectly. Putting things into perspective, though, at one point we had 17 or something players on the injury list. And in that patch, we debuted a lot of players. We shuffled a lot of things around. We had, I think at one point we had, I think, between 7 and 9 premiership players not playing. So all that comes into play. But in saying that as well, we were winning games around that time. And that's just a credit to the boys, a credit to the system. And I don't know if we just run out of legs, or, there was a change in game. it was something had to give, and unfortunately, um, it was that halfway point was our breaking point. When you lose 4 games in a row, um, on top of the 3 games that you lose earlier on in the season, you don't really deserve to play finals. Like, yes, I believed, I always believe, I keep believing, um, and even after the Lions games, believe, 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 and the belief that this football club has instilled in us in since 2022, since Craig McRae came on, it produced a premiership last year. Like, I know we would have loved to have gone back to back. We would have loved to just crept into to the finals to do a little bit of damage or something, but it wasn't meant to be. And sometimes in life, things just aren't meant to be, and that's okay. Like, we weren't meant to mount a premiership defense this year. Nothing sort of went our way. We used up all our luck points. If you're a D&D player, we used up all our luck points last season, and this side, the football universe evened itself out. All right, we had a good run of injuries last year. We had a shit run this year, etc., etc., etc. Evened itself out. Yeah, some things just aren't meant to be, and it wasn't meant to be this year, and that's okay. We can use this year as a bit of a stepping stone. They say that when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and there was a lot of things to like from this year. We saw a good mix of the experience and a little bit of youth. We saw a couple of guys come through that we really liked, Lockie Sullivan, Harvey Harrison, and we know he did his ACL. I think Bo went to another level when he came back from his injury. Nick Dacos went to another level, and again, we'll get into this a little bit later, but this is just my thoughts on the recap of the season. And you know, we've still got one more game to go. And the thing about this Collingwood team, and the thing about us as Collingwood supporters, is we back this team to no end. To no end. We could be 18th, we could be first, we could be 10th, and we back this team and we rock up. We continue to rock up. I think 62,000 was a decent number to the Brisbane game. We get Melbourne on Friday. I know it's an away game, so Melbourne supporters aren't going to turn up. So there's got to be tickets. So if you can't get tickets, go. Yeah, if you can get tickets, go. So that's going to be a good game to end the season. But I think the message out of this season, and something that we will reflect on, was, our motto this season was own the moment. And I think we owned a lot of moments. You look back, it was the 2 wins against Carlton, the 2 wins against Brisbane, at the Gabba as well to kickstart our season was really good. A couple of wins filtered through there. But it sort of equates to nothing when you don't make finals. You know, Dad Dad always says, and I kind of understand as I get older. I kind of understand what he's saying, and I think this season is a sum of it. Like, if you're watching a good movie and you think it's really good, but the ending is shit, it does leave a sour taste in your mouth for the movie, but the majority of the movie was good. And yeah, the movie has ups and downs and this and that, and the ending is shit, but you enjoyed it. For the most part, you enjoyed it, except for that ending. And I think that's this season for me. We had ups and downs. There was patches where we really enjoyed it. There was patches where we saw brilliant, brilliant Collingwood football, and there was patches that were absolutely shit, and it didn't end the way we wanted it to. Um, but I think it is a good stepping stone, and we're allowed to be sad. We're allowed to digest this however we want. Because I guess the cold hard facts is that we won the premiership last year, and we couldn't back it up this year, for a myriad of reasons that I've already listed. But yeah, I think, yeah, I don't want to get too emotional on camera. you know, um, you know, last year, it's hard making finals, and winning grand finals even harder. Like, you know, I saw 02, 03, 10, the replay, 18, and 11, and then 2023. We won two of those. So I think that's why last year was so special, because it is hard. It is hard to get there. It is hard to win. And this team, I got it tattooed. I don't know if you can see that. I got it tattooed on me. These are hard to win. These are hard to win, and it makes last year so special, and why we celebrated so hard. Um, and this season was disappointing, but they can take away finals from us, and they did. Other teams did. Other teams beat us at our own game. That's fine. But memories never fade, and they can never take away that there will always be 2023 premiers. And it was just so special. I got to share it with my dad, with my family, with friends I met along the way. Um, Absolutely incredible. And um, yeah, it just wasn't meant to be this year, and that's okay. And we can be sad, we can be upset, we can be angry, but that's okay, because the best hangover is a premiership hangover. Here's to the Pies. We got one more game to go. We'll talk about it in a little bit, and it's the off season, and we hit 2025 so fucking hard. We hit it so fucking hard. We get a good, decent preseason in. It's going to be a long, long, long wait. We're going to have to grit and bare our teeth through a final series without us, but that's okay. We gear up. We go again for 2025. Up the Maggies. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets, and on to the next one. Double Shackers. I'll sweep you later.